If you guys want to know how to turn this into what you're about to see, stick around to the end of the video and have fun with me while I'm doing it, and maybe learn some things while you're at it. What's up, YouTube? This is Outdoor Assassins, and this is Hunter speaking with you guys today. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to recolor your deer antlers. I got here a beautiful 6-point that my brother found. That's completely bleached out. And we're going to make him go back to his natural color. And all you're going to need is a brush, a simple paintbrush, and some Minwax wood stain, the Early American 230. That's all you're going to need. And then you're going to need a rag of any sorts. And the last thing you're going to need is a bottle of water if you're working outside, because it's hot. Alright, so we're back. We have the wood stain open, our water, and our brush. So, first thing, and I'm going to flip it sideways. You guys can see, I'm going to dip the brush in, and then I'm going to be generous on this first coat down here in the burrs and stuff. Dip it in there, bring it over, and I'll just apply it. I mean, this first coat, be as generous as you want, because no matter what, you're going to have to put multiple coats if you really want that natural brown color. Like, I don't know where you guys are located, but here in Ohio, we have some dark deer. So, we're going to make it look natural as it can. I'm just trying to help you guys out. If you made it this far, I mean, please consider liking, subscribing, checking out some of our other videos. We post everything from hunting to fishing to trapping. If you're a countryman and outdoorsman, you'll love this channel. You won't regret it. And it's free. But, anyways, I'm almost done doing this first layer here. Make sure you get in those burrs. These burrs here, you gotta make sure you get in the white spots if you want it to look as natural as possible. So there's that side done. Now, we're just gonna wait for it to dry. Alright, so I let it dry for probably like 3 minutes, and then I wiped off with the rag, and just wow. We ain't even done. That's only our first coat. And just wow. I mean, look at the difference. Just wow. I'm very impressed. We're gonna make it look way better than it is, but this is just the first coat. Alright, so here we are. That's just the first coat. You guys can see that. That's just the first coat. We're gonna finish this side. And now, the only other thing you really have to do, because, I mean, it goes on pretty dark, so dip it in there, and then maybe do, like down here in the burrs, I'm gonna do just a couple more coats, some thick, make it real dark down at the bottom. I mean, we never got to see this deer in real life, like see him alive. I mean, obviously we have his dead head here, but I mean, we'll give the deer some dignity back. Just going in between the burrs, I'm gonna do another coat. We'll probably let it dry and do one more coat, and the whole antler will be done. And then we'll go on to the final stage after we got the other one done. A little bit over. And don't worry if you get any on the skull, that's easy to fix. So now we're just gonna sit here, let it dry. Probably add 1 or 2 more coats depending on how dark it is, and then go on to the final stage. So here's the one that we're doing, and here comes the fun part, my favorite part in the process. As you can see, this is my dad's 2020 buck. He got a little sun bleached, as you can see, but you can see like the tines and stuff, they're white. So the fun part is, you guys can see this is a natural deer my dad shot. There's a dead head we're fixing up. What we're gonna do, anything you can get your hands on that's sharp or screwdriver or something like that, and just take it and rack it on the tines. Because those deer, they scratch their tines up for sure when they rub it on things. You just want to flip it over. Or if you have like steel wool, that works really good. And then I'm going to come in here with this thing. Especially down in these burrs. This thing just... So, after you do that, we're on to the last step. After you just kind of scratch it up, get the paint kind of weary a bit, wipe it off one last time. Wipe it off, and then just so we're back. This is the last step. You take your horns, you bring them in to a woods if you have one on your property. If you don't, just stick some dirt, go up to some trees, and rack them around on them. Just now, if you come over here, you can go on a smaller tree, get the brow tines, get the burrs. Come down here so they can see what I'm doing. Just racking it, just like a normal deer would. Don't be afraid to be too rough with them, because they're bones. I'll just rack it on them. And you can come and dirt a little bit. Just don't be afraid to get them dirtied up. Come to another tree. Just dirt him up just a little bit more. Take some leaves and dirt and rub on there. Okay, so we're finally at the end of the project, and I think it turned out pretty nice, nicer than it was. But I'm gonna give you my do's and don't if you do this project from my experience. So, the first thing, as you can see, gonna drip down onto the skull, which is an easy fix. Just get some white paint, touch it up. But that's just more work. So, if I were you and you want to do this project, get some painter's tape, tape them up, tape the pedicles up so nothing drips down. The second thing is, see my antlers, I made them a little dark. I put 3 coats on. So if you don't want that many coats, if you don't want it that dark, don't put that many coats on it. And if you want to make them just a little more weathered, as soon as you put on the tape, that's when you want to bring in your tools to rough it up. I mean, I'm still very happy how it turned out, and I'm excited to do more and learn from our experiences. So that brings us to the end of the video. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.